Yes, good morning children. Hope you all are fine. Okay, today we'll go on with Unit 4 poem, The Ant and the Cricket. It's a very interesting poem, children. For sure you will love it. Okay, The Ant and the Cricket, it's adapted from Aesop's Fables. A fable is a traditional story that teaches us a moral lesson. What do you mean by fable, children? Fable, it's a story portrayed on animals. That is known as fables. And this stories, it gives us a moral. It says a moral at the end of the poem. Usually, the characters in the fables are animals. This poem, The Ant and the Cricket, teaches the importance of hard work and planning. So, fables in the sense, it's a story portrayed on animals. Here it is the poem portrayed on animals. Now, The Ant and the Cricket teaches some importance of hard work and planning. It's very important lesson, children. This poem, it gives us the moral that hard work never fails. And at the same time, we must have good planning in the work what we do. Without planning, no children, we cannot do our work properly. So, planning work is very important. For sure, we must plan before we start any work. Okay. Now, coming to the poem, children. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So, a silly young cricket, accustomed to sing. Once this cricket, what he did now, he was not bothered to work. He used to sing. Accustomed in the sense, he used to sing. He enjoys his life through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. So entire warm months, entire sunny months and spring month, this cricket, he enjoyed. Gay in the sense, happily he enjoyed his days. Entire months, sunny months, summer months, warm months, all summer and spring months. This cricket, he didn't bother to work. He didn't bother to collect any food. He enjoyed his days. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Now, when it was a time for him to collect food, he did not collect any food. During rainy season, he didn't collect any food for the rainy season. He enjoyed entire summer season and spring season. This cricket, he enjoyed his days. And he began complaining. When did he start complaining? When the winter season turns up, when the winter season came, he started complaining when he found his cupboards were left empty. He didn't find out any food for winter season. At that time, he started complaining. He started thinking, oh, what a great mistake I did. I should have collected some food. I have no food to eat now. What will I do? My cupboards are left empty. How will I survive without food? What will I eat? Where will I go for food? He started complaining. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see. Not a leaf on a tree. Now, this cricket, he went search for food. When during winter month, when he went in search of food, not a crumb to be found. He couldn't found a bit of food, not even one crumb he could found. Nowhere he could found any food. On the snowy covered ground, why he didn't find any food during winter months? Because winter months, entire ground was covered with snow. Entire tree, plant, stem, everything was covered with snow. From where will he get food? Obviously, he couldn't find out any food. Not a flower could he see. Not a leaf on a tree. Not even a flower he could see. And not even one single leaf he could see on the tree. Why? All the trees, it's covered with snow. Oh, what will become, says cricket, of me? At last by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet, and all trembling with cold. Away he set off to a miserly ant to see if to keep him alive he would grant. Now, oh, what will become, says the cricket. No, cricket is much worried. He started thinking, oh, what will happen to me? What will I do without food? How will I survive? Where to go in search of food? He started, he was really worried, thinking of how will he survive during winter months. At last, by starvation and famine, made him bold. Finally, that starvation made him bold. He has no other go. A plan struck him. What did he plan to do? All dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. He thought, okay, without food I cannot survive. I must get the help of someone else. I must get the help of miserly ant. Away he set off to a miserly ant. Miserly in the sense, a stingy ant. Stingy, the one who doesn't like to share anything to others, the one who doesn't like to give his things to others. Those persons are known as stingy people. That is miserly people. Now, dripping in wet, it is snowing outside the climate, it was snowing. Even then, the cricket, he thought, no, if I sit in a corner, then I will die. Without food, I will die. I must go to the ant. I must seek some food with ant. I must ask the help of ant. So, thinking this cricket, he went dripping in the rain, dripping with wet. Wet, now, obviously, when you go out in rain, children, you will get wet, and you will drip in the sense water, it will start dripping from your clothes all over. And all trembling with cold. Obviously, in rainy season, when you go out, what will happen? You will shiver. Trembling, you will shiver with cold. So, in that rain, he went in search of miserly ant. Why did he go to the ant? Thinking that this ant will help him in granting him some food so that he could keep himself alive. Who is thinking this? This cricket. Cricket is thinking, see, you can see in the picture, this is the cricket, children. This cricket, he doesn't want to work without working for food. He didn't gather any food during winter season. He didn't gather any food for food for winter season. He was enjoying entire summer and spring season. He was enjoying. When winter season came, he started worrying himself. This is the cricket. Okay, you will see this in your book, children. It's in page 115. You will see. Him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wish only to borrow. He'll repay it tomorrow. Now this cricket, he thought, okay, let me go to my friend, miserly ant, and let me ask him for help so that he could grant me some food and shelter. See, him shelter from rain. So he thought to borrow some shelter from the ant and also food and a mouthful of grain for cricket to eat. He wished only to borrow, he'll repay it tomorrow. This cricket, he thought, I'm going to borrow from my friend. I'm not going to ask him to give just like that. I'll borrow some food from him. I'll tell him that I'll pay him, I'll repay him tomorrow. Tomorrow in the sense here, not tomorrow, children, here tomorrow in the sense in the next season. Once when summer turn up, he'll repay. That's the meaning. Here tomorrow in the sense, not the very next day, children. As you say to your friends, today you give me pen, tomorrow I'll return you. That not that tomorrow, children. Here tomorrow in the sense next season. Because tomorrow also, according to the poem, tomorrow also it will be winter. In one day, climate is not going to change. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket. I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Now this cricket, he goes to the miserly ant and he knocks at the door. He asks him, oh cricket, oh ant, you are my good friend, do give me some grain. I am starving with hunger. Give me some shelter and some food. If you don't give me food, I'll die of hunger. Now cricket, he starts saying this to ant. See, if not, he must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket. And cricket is saying, if you don't give me food, I will die. Please give me some food. I'll repay it tomorrow. I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But what is this cunning ant saying? The ant says, oh cricket, I am your friend. But no, we have certain rules to us. We maintain the rules. We don't go beyond the rules. You know, our rule is we don't borrow, we don't lend. Though we are your servant, ant is saying to cricket, oh cricket, I am your servant and also I am your friend. But even then, we don't lend anything to others and at the same time we don't borrow. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay anything by when the weather was warm? Could the cricket nod? Now, ant started asking, oh cricket, oh my friend, tell me, what did you do during summer and spring month? What did you do? Didn't you save any food for winter season? What did you do those entire months? When the weather was warm and beautiful, what did you do? No? Ant is asking to cricket. Now cricket says, what cricket says? See, cricket answers here. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all natures looked good, for all nature looked gay, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir? You say? Now, when ant asked cricket, what did you do during winter month without saving food? What did you do entire summer and spring month? What did you do? For that, cricket, he says, my heart was so light that I sang day and night. He said, during summer month, the climate was too good and I was very happy during summer months. In that happiness, I sang day and night. I enjoyed myself. I was singing, dancing. I enjoyed myself without doing any work. I enjoyed myself, he says. Who says this to whom? Cricket says this to ant. For all nature looked gay, for all nature looked gay. Now, cricket is saying, during summer month, my friend, the nature was so gay in the sense, the nature was so beautiful and I was so happy that I enjoyed entire summer months. I enjoyed dancing, singing, I enjoyed my days. Now, ant is asking, you sang, sir? You say? Ant is asking, oh, sir, you say that you dance and you enjoyed entire summer month without working? Go then, said the ant, and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Now, when ant came to know that cricket he did not work during summer month and enjoying entire summer month, ant got angry and he says, go then, get away from here. You didn't work during summer month and now you are asking for food. Get away from my place and now go and dance in summer again. Now go and dance in winter also. Entire summer months you were enjoying without working. Now go and enjoy yourself even in winter months. You will not have any food here. Now go and enjoy yourself. You starve without food. Saying this, the ant threw him out. And it just threw the cricket out. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. So saying this, what the ant did? He lifted the cricket and threw him out of the door. He said, get away from my place. Who said this to whom? Ant said the cricket to get away from his place. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. He says, now poet is saying, oh, people say this is a story, but this is not a story, children. This is true. In fact, this is fact. Where there is opportunity for you to do some work, you have to do it. Now, this is the right time for you to study. It's the time for you to learn, gain knowledge. Not watching TV while awaying your time just like that, children. Your exams are nearing. So, when you get time, do learn. That is what the poem also says. Some folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So what is this poet saying? Some people they have 4 legs. 4 legs, he is comparing to animals. Animal have 4 legs and people do have 2 legs. But the sense, they must use the sense at the proper time. So what was the mistake of the cricket, children? The cricket did not won. See, you can see in the picture. Cricket, he has come to the ant house asking for help. And what ant is doing? Ant is throwing the cricket out of the house. He says, during summer month you enjoyed singing and playing. Now you don't have food. Go and enjoy during winter month also. Yes. Now what this cricket it does, children? See, you can see in the picture. The cricket has come to the ant house where ant is irritated and he has thrown the cricket out of his house. So look at the last 2 lines, children. Folks call this a fable. Fable in the sense a story. People call this as a story. I warrant it true, but this is not a story, children. This is true for sure. When you don't do your work at the proper time, in future you suffer. Proper time, what work you have to do, children? You must do the right time, the right work should be done. When you don't do the right work at the proper time, for sure you will suffer later on. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So what's the poet saying? The poet says some cricket, which means he is comparing cricket to the people. He says some people have, cricket they have 4 legs and some have 2. Some have 2. Here is comparing to human being. Human being have they have 2 legs. Now why is comparing here animal to human being in the sense even people also they commit the same mistake, children. Not only the animal. Here is not only talking about the animal. Animal do commit the mistake. The same mistake is committed by people also. People, they don't work at the time where they have to work. When they have to work, they don't work. And later on they suffer thinking that, oh, what a great mistake I have done. Had I worked it, I would have been happy, they think. Which means, children, it's a time for you to learn. This is the time for you to learn. If you don't learn now in this right time where you don't learn, children, in future you will feel for it. That is what the poem says, children. So, do your work properly. The right time, the right work should be done. No use of lamenting or crying later on. There is no use of grumbling on anything. So, this is the right opportunity for you to learn, children. Do learn. You will really be successful in your future. Now coming to the author, children, Aesop Fables. It's a collection of fables credited to Aesop, a slave and storyteller, believed to have lived in ancient Greek between 620 and 564 BC. Now see, this Aesop Fables, children, it's a collection of stories. Now, who is Aesop in the sense? Aesop, it's a slave. He was slave once and a storyteller also. Storyteller believed to have lived in ancient Greek. Ancient Greek, very old days, children. When he lived in 620, he was born 620 and between 620 and 564 BC. His period might have been between 620 and 564 BC. BC before Christ. These fables became popular when they emerged in print. Now these stories, children, when he was alive, his stories were not popular. After his death, when his stories were emerged in print, his stories were taken for publishing, and after getting printed and published, later on only his stories became popular. Several stories are attributed to Aesop's even today. Even today, children, many of his stories is popular. Even to the present days, Aesop is popular for his famous stories. The process of inclusion is continuous and new stories are being added. Collections of Aesop's fables were among the earliest books to be printed in many languages. Now, the process, people, children, they still keep finding out so many stories of Aesop's and it's been added in his book. So as people they come across his stories, no, he becomes popular, and no, his story is not only in one language, children. His stories are printed in many languages. Though his stories are old stories, no, children, people like to read his stories, no, because each and every stories of his gives a great moral for people. Now see cricket. What is cricket, children? A brown or black insect related to the grasshopper, but with shorter legs. It's a small insect that produces short loud sound by rubbing its wing together. See, children, this is only cricket. Okay, it looks like grasshopper. It is related somewhat like grasshopper, but actually not like grasshopper. He might belong to that particular family, grasshopper family. See, you could see here. Yes, children, I'll stop by this. In my next video, I'll go on with appreciation and summary part, children. I'll go on with exercise in my next video. Hope you would understand this poem, children. I want you to read the poem, children. See, this is not a memory poem. Memory poem, you will have star at the title. Here, this is not a memory poem, children, but anyways, it's a very nice poem, children. Good to learn. Where you read the poem, for sure you will understand the content better. I want you to read the poem, children. Okay, meet you in the next class.